One of the area's up-and-coming basketball programs can be found at Strake Jesuit. After advancing to the state championship in 2009, the Crusaders have struggled to regain that form. In 2012, head coach Dominic AMOROSA came over after a successful stint at Kingwood and has slowly begun rebuilding the program. Last season, they made the playoffs but lost in the first round to eventual state finalist Sam Houston. This year, they're off to a 10-4 start and optimistic that they can go deeper into the postseason.
We're getting closer to what I envision. I think we got a group of young guys that are really hungry. You know, we've been in the playoffs the last 4 years. We want to win a playoff game. First, we got to get in the playoffs. Our district's going to be really tough.
I think we can definitely compete in the top of our district. And then, I mean, our goals are get past the first round, playoffs, into the second round, and see what we can do from there.
We play our best every game. We can do some pretty big things this year. We have a lot of good pieces.
Senior Jordan Pride is one of those pieces. After tearing his MCL and PCL last summer, he showed remarkable determination in rehabbing in time to get back at the start of his junior year. As the Crusaders' best all-around player, it was a pleasant surprise to his teammates. While he never quite returned to 100%, it has made him a better player thus far this year.
It was really impressive. I didn't think he was going to play with us that season. I thought he was just going to sit out. And I was like, we were all supportive of him the whole way, and I was really happy to see him come play with us.
Jordan worked really hard for to come back, because when he hurt himself, it was a really sad moment for him, and he was out for a long time. And when he was coming back, you can kind of see how bad he wanted it.
The Crusaders also feature arguably the most respected name in all of Houston sports, Drexler, as in James Drexler. The junior wingman is the nephew of Clyde Drexler and has found that carrying that last name can be both a blessing and a curse.
It's kind of hard because when they call your name on the announcer for a starting five lineup, Drexler, everyone's like, oh, I think I've heard that name before, and you can kind of hear it in the crowds. I like the last name. I used to not like it because of the high expectations, but I'm learning to live up to it a little bit.
The talented tandem of Pride and Drexler has Jesuit fans excited about what lies ahead in district play, but there's much more to the team than wins and losses. The team is also active in reaching out to the community. Recently, they staged Buddy Basketball, a scrimmage between kids born with Down syndrome. And needless to say, it was a night that they'll never forget.
Starting my sophomore year, we paired up with the Down Syndrome Association of Houston, and I remember we went to a Rockets game with them. In the last 2 years, we've done buddy bowling, and people and us, we've really had great experiences with them and relationships growing and learning who they are and seeing them every year is really special.
One of the missions of our school is men for others, and I think as a basketball team and as a coaching staff, it's our responsibility to teach that. It's just a way for our guys to understand it's bigger than just them. And you know, we're in the gym every day, and we're getting to practice, we're getting to play, and the fact that we can go bowl, or they can come here and do a halftime scrimmage, and we can help them and be a part of their lives for just little snapshots of time is a great building and learning experience for our players. You know, men for others is a phrase, and I think when we do the events with Down syndrome, we're living that phrase out, and I think that's one of the missions of our school.